Hey, everybody, Facebook family and friends. How y'all doing? Y'all know what day it is. It's Thursday. And guess what? It's me, Janae Pitts, rolling solo, but y'all can see that below. Wait, nope, I had it right. You can see that, yeah, below, right there. I'm rolling solo today because my co-host is studying for the bar. Yes, Miss Leneva Head is going to be taking her bar at the end of February, you guys. So for the next few shows, I'm going to be rolling solo. But I want you guys to all keep her prayed up and, send blessings her way because after the end of February, we will be addressing her as attorney head. So let's go. I am super duper excited this week. Last week, I didn't get to see you guys because we were in Mexico and the connection where we were outside of the resort. So sometimes it would be good and sometimes it wouldn't. So I couldn't chance it. So that's why we didn't get together last week. But I'm so glad to see y'all this week. And boy, this is all about connecting, collaboration, and promoting in 2020. So we have dynamic entrepreneurs from across the left to right, real women grinding every day. So this is where we have our real talk, our conversations about, hey, what is it about you? What is it that got you started? What was your drop? All those things, to basically share with each and every one of you. And when I tell you we have a diverse background, we have the first week we kicked off with social media, 25-year-old Miss Holt, it was awesome, phenomenal. The following week we hit up with Miss Summers. If you guys didn't go look at her site, make sure y'all go down and look at the other replays to see what these gems have to offer, which was phenomenal. Boutique online store, great things. And now this week, something's a little bit different with the twist. So have you ever met someone who is so humble that they have experienced some things in life that has, set their path differently than what they were accustomed to? So they have to adjust and recorrect and make things happen, right, for themselves. So this young lady is exactly one of them people. She's not an entrepreneur. Nope. She has over the years have helped entrepreneurs do different things, at the Chamber of Commerce. So she knows the background of providing resources to help get people in small businesses started and different things of that nature. But she's also a veteran. Yes, who U.S. Army type. And I had the pleasure of meeting her a couple of years ago when we were stationed at the same duty station. So as she transitioned out of the military, she has started a new path, a different path. And she's so enlightened me because I always tell y'all about Clubhouse. She gonna tell y'all some more about it. But again, that our relationship picked back up. Even though I hadn't seen her and hadn't talked to her too much over the past couple of years, our relationship picked back up through Clubhouse. So building relationships, all that good stuff. I tell you guys all the time, relationships are the new currency. So value who you have in your circle. So never think that, you just stuck. Get out there. And if you're an introvert, I always tell you, Clubhouse is for you. So without further ado, let me basically talk about some things. We talk about perseverance, right? I want to give you guys what the definition of perseverance is. And the reason why I want to lay this foundation is because I want you to know what this young lady has done in her life. So perseverance is persisting in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. I'll say it again. Perseverance is persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. This young lady, I'm not going to tell her story, I'm going to let her tell it, but she has done that. And not only has she done that, she has started to find value in connecting people who have a need and filling it for them. Yes. Like, so for example, me needing some help with entrepreneurship. She has nothing really to do with entrepreneurship, as I told you before. But you know what she does? She has a network of individuals that she has built over the course from time when she was a civilian through the military to now. And her network is her net worth. So now she leveraged the people that she knows to help others. And did I tell y'all she don't get paid for this? Yes, no payment, no nothing. It's not even a nonprofit organization, the things that she's doing for people. She just does it because she loves to do it. So I'm bringing her to the forefront because she has done some magnificent things for women in the military. So all my battles out there, y'all make sure you guys share the love, share the name, and as always, follow, follow, follow. I want to introduce to you all, and maybe to some of you guys already know her, Miss Althea Williams. Hey, girl. Hey.
How are you? Oh my goodness, Janae. You had me like tear. Look, I'm like, oh Lord, keep us together, keep us
Oh,
together.
let me
Thank
make
you
you
so
proud.
much. I am just so honored to be here with you. And I'm so honored that you would put me on your platform to even think that I would even inspire somebody. So I'm really appreciative of this moment. I do appreciate it.
You are so welcome. But no, it's really thanks to you. So Althea, really, I've shared as much as I could. It's hard to bite my tongue, but I want you to tell the people who is Althea Williams.
Okay. As you know, my name is Althea Williams. I'm a retired Army veteran. Cool. And I live in Dallas, Texas with my family. I aspire to be a woman veteran influencer. Whether it's one woman, if I influence one woman in this lifetime to do great things to keep them from wanting to end their life and live out their purpose, then that's good enough for me. However, I do know there's a need in the community. There's so many women that transition out the military and they're looking for their own voice as a civilian and trying to find their way. So I want to make sure that I'm there to make those connections with one another. I'm a world explorer, which means I love to travel. I love to travel, and I love to do that before the military. But the military have definitely gifted me and given me the opportunity to be able to see everything in Europe. I've lived in Germany for 3 years, but before Germany, as a college student, I studied abroad in Japan. So I love photography, and I'm a photography enthusiast because after experience of TBI, I'm a TBI survivor after an accident, but I guess we'll go into that later. But I picked up the love and passion for photography. And then I'm a music junkie. I don't think there's too many people who are not, especially during COVID. We're able to listen to music and things like that. So I definitely am that. But my real passion and my real purpose is to try to be the best mom that I could possibly be to five children. Well, actually, I have four adult children, and then I also have a young daughter. She's 16, so I'm almost an empty nester. And then I'm a glam mom, correct? Not grandma, but I'm a glam mom to little Riley. That's my only grandchild. And I'm just a lover of God and trying to do my best at being a wife at this moment. And I found, as Janae was saying earlier, I found uh, my purpose in starting an online group several years ago, and it was under the name Veterans Women Rock. And that's where I share information to veterans as far as all branches of the military. So it's not just for Army veterans, but information is pertinent to women veterans who may need information on transitioning, job opportunities. It could be maybe like I will have an organization that sends me information to put on my post on music therapy. We just posted something the other day for photography for TBI survivors, and that is going to be Yolanda. I can't think of her last name, but she's forgive me, but she is a Essence magazine photographer, and she will be teaching the class on February 20th. So that's on my Instagram page. But other than that, it's just to provide resources and support to women veterans. And then now on Clubhouse, we have women that are volunteers that are donating their time and expertise to teach women and inspire women in areas of health and wellness, travel, fitness, business, you name it, any area. And we have the opportunity that anyone that's in She Vets It can start their own group. You can start your own not group, your own room. You can set it up under She Vets It, and it goes out to all of our veterans, and you can share your expertise. So that's what I'm loving this now. And we're the only woman veteran club in Clubhouse right now.
And I am so happy to be a part of it.
Yes,
So happy.
I'm loving it because Janae, you have, oh my gosh, you are God sent, and you are really stretching me out because I got to get up there and speak in these rooms. And look, today you got me having to get my hair together and put on my little pearls. And look, I normally I'll be in my PJs, hair back. So you are pushing me out of my comfort zone, which I love it because this is what it is, and this is what I love about the women in our group is that we support one another, and it's just a camaraderie. And since I found out about this, since we've been on Clubhouse, I've had women all over from New York, from California, Arizona, Florida contacted me in my inbox the other morning. I didn't go to bed till almost 6:30 because I was reading my postcard, my inbox of women that were saying, we want to help. I have someone who wants to help me with my podcast, do this and that. And Lord, because I was like, I can't do this, because of my disability. I'm like, I can't do this all by myself. And guess what? When I said that, people start coming. And Janae, I really appreciate you. I'm giving you your flowers now because
Ah,
I appreciate you, and you're a dynamic person. I know you're going to be doing great things. You're doing great things, and there's probably so much more to come. But I thank you for helping me, and you with the Clubhouse as well, and just the ladies. You have a niche too, as well as being able to connect. I call it like being a master connector. You're good at connecting. You're a master at moderating. You're really, really good at that. And you keep me on my toes. So I appreciate you.
anytime that I got your six. So
That's
that's the
right.
one thing we do. Our motto is we got your six. Period. And for all women, like you said, it's not just veteran, it's current, serving National Guard, Coast Guard, U.S. Air Force, Marines, you name it, reserves. It's all of it, everybody. So you said something. You said a lot, but you said something like with your disability, and so we know that you had a TBI, you're a survivor of TBI, I should say. What happened, if you don't mind sharing, um, that gave you your traumatic brain injury for those who don't know what a TBI is?
Okay. Well, before I get to the accident, I had went to Afghanistan, and I came back after losing several aircrafts of people that I worked with. I came back experiencing PTSD, and so I was already experiencing that. And then what happened is I ended up getting in an accident. And once I got in the accident, I was in Germany, and the car veered out of control. Like it was snowing, and there was some black ice. I didn't know, and I had a Mustang, and I didn't know snow and Mustangs is a no go. I had no idea. And it veered into incoming traffic. And today I probably shouldn't even be here.
Wow.
But so I said, oh Lord, you're gonna have me crying today. No, but I veered, so I shouldn't be here today. But so as a result, I experienced a TBI, but at the time I didn't know I had a TBI because I didn't get checked through the Germany doctors. They just kind of sent me home, but I knew something wasn't right. And my doctor was like, oh, it's probably just behavioral health. It's, because it's the anniversary of your battle buddy. So it's probably just that. And I'm like, no, 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 these migraines are getting worse. They feel different. Something's different. And then I lost conscious. Then one day my husband said, I'm going to have to use a car and take you to work. Before we can get to the light, I was seeing double and I lost conscious. And and then I end up in a hospital for a whole week. I started forgetting people. I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember people. I would have people that tell me that, oh, hey, out there, you remember I started with you when AIT or this and that, and I would see them, and I'm like, okay, who are you? Like, and it scared me, and I was like, oh my gosh. But I had so much going on then, because at that point I hadn't yet dealt with my mental health issues. I was on a roller coaster at that time because I was going to the counseling, but we hadn't yet peeled the layers of what was triggering me, all those negative things that were happening to me. So it was that this is the analogy that I use. I was on this roller coaster that was spinning out of control. It was spinning out of control. PTSD, a marriage that was failing, all of these different things. Poor leadership, or this, everything you can think. It was just all in there. Deployed, or all those little issues that we deal with as military veterans, and that accident, it threw me off that roller coaster, and then I had to stop and deal with my condition. And so then that's when I start getting treatment, and then from there, that's
Wow, girl, that's something, y'all. Now, God is good.
all.
That's what I believe in. So I will tell you this: most people, people see it all the time, amnesia. But I really think a lot of people don't be like, oh, that's really true. Now this young lady out there experienced it. Can y'all imagine what that feels like, or just imagine to yourself, just think to yourself, just be today, it's thankful Thursday, something to be thankful for. Thankful, be thankful just to have the right mind, your right mind. Be thankful because just like that, one day she had her right mind, the next day her mind was lost.
Can I
So,
add something?
go ahead.
I end up, and that right there is something that you said. I end up catching a train, going to my doctor's appointment, and I went by myself after all of this, like a month later. I got so confused and overwhelmed. I was heading to Austria. I
Mm,
was en route to Austria. I got off my friend Jackie Affleck. She called me, and I didn't know. I was so confused. I ended up sleeping in the Munich train station with homeless people. And so when I tell that story, that but here's the thing, I don't want to just share a sad story, but I want to say that God can kind of he'll allow you to go through certain things to bring you to the purpose that he's called. Because in all of this, he has allowed me to understand mental health, mental illness. He's allowed me to understand and be compassionate towards people that have experienced trauma, have disabilities, and things like that. Something I didn't necessarily have before. I mean, I was empathetic, but it's even more so now because I understand. And that's why I named it She Vets It,
mm,
because I get it now. I understand when
yeah.
someone is having a meltdown. I understand. I'm not quick to say, oh, they're crazy. No, no, what's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on? Like, so that's why She Vets It is She Vets It, because I get it. And
Right.
then those that are with me and that are connected to me, we all get it.
Right, exactly. So that leads to, she just said, she talks about she vested. So now y'all know the background behind she vested is because she gets it, right? So now with that being said, out there in the last few minutes that we have, this is not a nonprofit. You do not get paid for what you're doing. You just put it together and it's from your background, from your experiences for what it feels like to be in a situation and now pay it forward to help people out. So, how do you market? Like, how do you share this with others? Like, I think you told me once you got a platform that has over 1,500, and I know we're building on Clubhouse right now. But how did you get the word out? Like, how did it start to grow?
Okay, I started off with just 15 people. And to be honest, I was just wanting to get a support group for myself. I knew I was getting out and I wanted to keep the camaraderie of women like me
Mhm.
because I knew that with civilians, my civilian friends didn't necessarily understood the things that I went through, but I knew another veteran, even if I didn't know her, but I knew she, and we just said, you're in the military, I'm in the military, and I could, share my issues, and we didn't, it comes from a non-judging place. So I really wanted to keep that camaraderie. So that's why I started Veterans Women Rock. And so then from there, I got invited for Patrick Kilpatrick was a Hollywood actor to bring the ladies in my group to the Kennedy Center for a live taping on ABC. And I was like, oh my gosh, he contacted little old me like to because he was writing a book and he wanted to give back to wounded warriors, and he's a very advocate about he comes from a military family, and so he always is looking to support veterans. So I end up going, and that was the same day I received my DD 214. So I'm like, Lord, are you trying to tell me something? And then maybe a month later, PBS contacted me. So here's the thing: I don't worry about numbers. Because when God wants you to do something, He doesn't care about who has 100,000 followers. If He wants you to do something, you can have two or three. Little old me, and there's organizations with tons of followers,
Mhm.
and he he gave me influence with someone in Hollywood that will spot me out and find me and track. Have people track you down. So that's why I was like, oh my gosh. So then I knew, okay, Lord, I think you're telling me something. I'm getting out the military, and all of this is starting to make sense.
Mm.
That my trauma and everything that I've gone through is for a reason and a purpose, and it's not about me, it's about somebody else. And that I know that He's going to get me through all this, and I have to get through this because He wants me to inspire somebody else to know that they can get through it, even if it's not through me, but through the connections that I allow people to make. So
Yes, yes.
I'm yes, so I'm grateful
That's
for
it.
that.
That's it. What they say, what the good book that I read, and I know that you read, the basic instructions before leaving this earth, Bible, where two or more are gathered together in His
He's
name.
he's in the midst.
There you go.
Hmm.
So you are absolutely right. And I want if this right there, that more than likely resonated with a lot of people out there that's coming up trying to be known for whatever it is that they're doing, promoting what it is that they're doing, because right now everybody's doing it on social media, right, because of COVID. So people who have never had experience with social media is now on social media, and that right there feeling is probably what they like. Oh my God, nobody knows me. I only have this many people on my. I only have 200 people on my Facebook page, and only 100 plus people on Instagram, those different things. But you are absolutely right. It is not about the amount of people who are following you. It's about the relationship. Relationship is the new currency. I'll tell you an example that Althea shared with me. There are young ladies who are coming on to Clubhouse simply because Althea is now doing things on Clubhouse. And they have something to offer, something to help, to support. These are volunteers. No one's getting paid for it. It's all about educating, sharing. As I as we start this new year out, connecting, collaborating, and promoting. On the first week in January, you guys, when we told you about this, what we were thinking, the vision of connecting, collaborating, promoting, since then I have run into nothing but women who are willing to connect, collaborate, and promote. I have yet to have a woman to tell me, no, that ain't what I'm doing. I have not. So, like Althea said, and I've told her over things, when things are going according to boom, boom, things just coming together. Is God trying to tell you something? God is trying to
Exactly.
tell you something.
Yeah.
So, maybe you better listen. Go and watch Color Purple. Go to that spot.
Because I wanted to add something because when God's hand is on it, He's going to give you the resources. He knows my limitations. He knows what I can and cannot do. And I promise you, he's been sending everyone who can do wherever I'm weak. He has have people that I don't even know that's like, I got you. I just wrote down a week ago, I want to do regular meditation and guided meditation and things, positivity for women veterans. And guess what? I connected with someone who is going to be doing every Wednesday wellness. Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday. She is a registered yoga and meditation instructor. Her name is Jennifer Balu. She is going to be guiding. That is her room. Janae, you are running a fantastic Boots to Business one. It's an open discussion on starting and growing your business. And we have tons of people with a lot of knowledge that come in and share their expertise. I say that's a gold mine for business gems. That is, you have it as an open forum, so you never know from week to week what you're going to get you on how to build your credit, business credit, how to just everything we talked about last week, the PPP loan. Some you've given information on that, and then other people, it's just other people that come in and share that. And then my babe is on Thursday, and that is our Sheroes, and that is where is she now, because I want to spotlight women that have transitioned out of the military successfully and doing phenomenal things in the community, like yourself, Janae. And so we have a speaker coming up. We have Miss Alaska. She's going to be joining us. We have a county commissioner. Miss Alaska is Vanessa Noble, and we have county commissioner Tangi Smith, and we have like the well-known T. Marie Hannibal. She is an author, well-known military veteran author. She's also have been rewarded by President Obama and things. These are people that are willing to come and sit on a panel with us and just share their journey. And they are just volunteering their time. And I'm so appreciative of them. And there's so much. We're booked out to like April. I promise you, I don't even have enough room. People are calling. I'm like, oh my God, this is a. I'm thinking. Yeah, and this is just all really, really started. And people are we have a social media person who's like expert and she does really good work, and she's like, Althea, I got you. And this is what I love is just women. And I think it's a veteran thing where that sisterhood that we have, the
Yeah.
love that we have. And even if I never met you in my life, but you a veteran girl, you my sister, I got you, girl, I got you. What you need? Oh, you need help? Well, look, if I don't know it, Janae got you. You got Misty or Brooklyn or uh, Natasha Kim.
Mm-hmm.
We got you. So it's
Natasha
just
McKnight, shout out, shout out.
yeah, Miss Dawn's shout outs, but it's like different people that have come together to volunteer their time and moderate on the different rooms that we have. I appreciate you guys. I sent your name out there, but thank you so much for all that you guys do. You volunteer your time week after week, and I do appreciate it. I don't take it for granted. They
Oh,
say, what you
we forgot you. Kim, we ain't forgot you. Kimberly
I
Roberts.
no, I said Kim. I said no, I said Kim
All
because
right.
look, I was like, oh, let me make sure I put Kim in there. Kim, we got you. I said Kim. Look, I said Kim again. I appreciate you. So yes, thank you so much, you guys,
No
and like,
problem.
and even the ones that are coming, the future ones. If anybody want to volunteer, start a room, you have the ability to start a room under She Vets It, and you can do whatever you like as long as it's within the rules, within the guidelines and rules, and making sure that it's to empower, inspire, and
Mm-hmm.
educate. If as long as it's doing that and everyone is respectful, you know the audience, you have an environment where people are valued, heard, and value heard, and that's what's important to me for those who join our group. I want it all inclusive. I want it to be for, it doesn't matter what your race, ethnicity, your background, your
Right.
sexuality. If you want to put a room that's target towards your concerns, I have no problems with that.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
and that's what it's all about, is us having each other six, because it's too many of us that leave here today because no one is no one's hearing them, and I just
Mm-hmm.
want people to feel heard, and I want them to be inspired to know that they have purpose as well.
You got it. Look at there. Woo! You guys, as always, we don't hold you long, but we do be strong, right? In everything that we do. And if you are watching the replay later on, which I really, really love, as y'all know, we love likes, we love hearts, we love hearts, and we definitely love sharing, because what sharing is caring. So even though this may not apply to you, you may not be a veteran, you may not be in the army or anything like that. I got it. But you may know someone who is, or know somebody's, how that goes. So just forward this to them, share the link, send it to them like, hey, you might want to check this out, because that's what it's all about. It is absolutely about helping other people get to their next level of success or whatever it is that they're trying to achieve. Althea, I am so appreciative. I'm gonna do some shout outs. Hey George, hey Michelle, hey Nicole, hey Andrew. Thank you guys for taking the time out and jumping on this quick, as we say, real talk with real women grinding, happening every Thursday, same time, same bat channel, 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It has truly been a blessing having this special guest, Miss Althea Williams. You can follow her on IG on she is now, it's still Woman Rocks on,
It's still Veteran Women Rock, and She Vets It.
and
It's
she
two
said,
different ones, but
okay,
they're gonna join as one at some point.
awesome, awesome. And then on Facebook it's still Women
Veterans when
Veteran Watch. Okay, so and that's a page, so you guys
that's
can go and you can like that page and look at all the resources that's on there too. All right, you guys. Oh, and if you want to follow Althea, she's on Instagram too at Althea Williams.
cool.
You guys be blessed. Thank you so much again. As always, wash those hands, wear that mask, stay 6 feet apart, stay COVID safe. Bless you, each and every one of you. Take care.
Thank you for having me.